Is it on? I don't know. Do we start now?
Why don't you go check it out? Because I can't do that again.
Where's the tape go? Where are those whippersnappers?
No, but they better hurry up and get here.
Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Brian.
And we are Drinking in the Basement.
That was an interesting look into the future. Let's hope that doesn't come too soon. Sooner for you than me, though.
Well, we'll see how it goes since we haven't actually taped that part yet.
That's true. It should be interesting as soon as you bring home the beard and the cane and the hat and everything else.
That's right. All right, so...
what is this?
So a friend of mine, Lou DeFalco, who works in the industry, was good enough to give me a autographed picture of his son Carmen from his radio show with Carmen, Yurko, and Harry. Love the show.
Excellent.
Watch ESPN all
you
the
all
time.
right there?
I haven't even had anything to drink yet.
Wow. We just got started.
Anyway, Carmen, please come to my basement. It says here you'll see me in the basement, and we'd love to have you.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yes, it would. They're just going to watch us while we do this show.
Okay. So, what's coming up at the store?
We have tastings throughout the weekends on for the holidays, so just check our website, aniacwine.com, and you'll see all the tastings coming up.
Okay. We have a very special educational episode today.
But first, our tip of the show with Nick.
Take it away, Nick.
Hey guys, thanks for having me back to the show. I want to talk to you about your holiday parties and bringing wine for every person with every different kind of palate. They like sweet or dry, so today we'll talk about sweet wines. Specifically, Moscato d'Assi's. Perfect one is Mia Dolce. You can find it at Antioch Fine Wine. It's a great price over there. This is 100% Moscato grape. This is nice, sweet, creamy pineapple, dried apricot style wine. Again, coming straight from Italy. This guy loves it. He has no idea where he is. Hey, what's up? Saloon. But again, the Mia Dolce Moscato d'Assi. Just a nice quality, bright and sweet Moscato d'Assi. Something you can even mix with orange juice, make some nice mimosas the day after Christmas. You guys can get it at Antioch Fine Wine. Thanks, guys. Have a great holiday. Back to you. Hey, what you looking for?
The old-fashioned.
It's good stuff. XO. Oh, sweet Jesus.
All right, we're back. Thanks, Nick, for that wonderful tip.
Again, we don't know what it is yet, but it will be there.
I'm sure it'll be very informative.
Should be very informative.
You know what I really miss?
What?
I miss the sock puppets.
They'll be back soon. We haven't gotten rid of them. They're still around.
Maybe they were visiting Nick.
There's a lot of offstage noise here today, and there's a reason for that.
And that is because we're doing a battle of the old fashions. That's right, we have bourbon old fashions.
And brandy old fashioned.
From our resident experts from Wisconsin, Doug.
Come on,
from
Doug. The outer reaches of the atmosphere, Adam.
Adam.
A regular guest on our show.
Yeah, you may recognize Adam. He's been here before.
In the outer reaches?
Yeah,
that's right. The bourbon. So what we have here are brandy old fashions, some pre-made, and our bourbon old fashions here. But before we get to tasting, we're going to do a little bit of education.
Yeah, let's go with Adam. What did you do to make your bourbon old fashioned first, since you've already made all four of them?
Basically, this is just simple syrup, Woodford & Sons, or Woodford Reserve bourbon. There you go.
Woodford
bitters.
By the way, Woodford Reserve sells for about $35, maybe a little less.
For $7.50?
Yes, for $7.50. Angostura bitters.
So
Goes in both.
So basically, you use about 1 ounce of simple syrup to 3 ounces of bourbon to 3 dashes of bitters. I added some cherry juice.
Courtesy of Doug.
Because I didn't want to be outdone. And a fruit garnish because
you didn't want to be outdone.
I didn't want to be outdone. And I felt like Steve Martin, you want to have the umbrella, like be somebody, from the Jerk, but we didn't have umbrellas, so we just went with this. And now all my fruit has sunk to the bottom.
That's
So-
good. It's absorbing the alcohol.
Exactly.
Doug's is still floating.
Still floating on top, nice and neat.
All right, so now Doug, tell us about yours.
Since I reigned from the wonderful state of Wisconsin, where everything's good except for the football team.
Hey,
Um,
Rose Bowl.
Well,
Rose Bowl.
Wisconsin football team, yes. Packers, not
Yes.
so much. They traditionally drink brandy up there.
And the brandy we're using today is E&J XO brandy, which, by the way, we buy from our sponsor, Wirtz Beverage.
Wirtz Beverage,
In the
okay.
handy, I'm an alcoholic size bottle.
By the way, Woodford Reserve is also from Wirtz Beverage. The E&J XO brandy, that size bottle sells for $25
Hey,
maybe.
$9.99 to help those people in Wisconsin
Less than
get through the
$25.
cold winter.
You don't want to run out.
We don't want to run out. So what we want to do, we have all these pre-made, but we left one not made, and we'd like Doug to walk us through the construction of an old-fashioned. So
Take it
Doug,
away,
take
Doug.
it away, Doug.
All right, the traditional way that it's made is in a glass like this, which is a tumbler, or most Wisconsin old-fashioned glasses are probably
Twice that
about
size.
big.
About twice
They're
that
like
size.
a tub.
So are most Wisconsin people, but go on.
So brandy old-fashioned sweet, you start with a sugar cube and bitters. Typically, you'll see Angostura bitters. You saturate that cube a little bit.
Well, it also works good for stomach aches for your children under the age of 10.
Yes, 7-Up and bitters is a good elixir.
So in Illinois, they go with 3 dashes of bitters. In Wisconsin, 14.
Good 4 or 5 shakes
Yes.
typically will get you there. Then the next question is to muddle or not to muddle. Muddling,
Just for the record, are we talking about going to the bathroom, or are we talking about making one of these?
Making
Well, it is.
old-fashions.
I like to muddle. A lot of
Okay,
people
CD
do.
muddler.
You'll
This is a muddler. This isn't any other form of inappropriate toy.
and they come in all shapes and sizes and colors.
I bet they do. With and without batteries.
This happens to be a big black muddler.
The black ones are usually bigger, quite a bit bigger than this, I'm told. So.
You had to go there. You had to take it one step further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you put your fruit in the glass.
I warned you about Reback coming here tonight.
And you muddle, which is really just mashing this stuff up together, getting the ingredients all mixed up.
So crust of sugar and okay.
And otherwise, you're shunned.
Did you use simple syrup or no?
I did not. No. I'm making a sweet, so the sugar cube is enough.
All right.
Some bars will actually have a little bottle, like a ketchup, bottle, and they'll have simple syrup or water, sugar water in there.
But you can buy simple syrup at Antioch Fine
Yes,
Wine.
you can. Several different brands.
Yes,
That
you
one
can.
happens. This one happens to be Master Mix, which is
And it's 100% cane sugar.
I think it's $4.99.
So you load it up with brandy.
So you're about 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces of brandy. And again,
Becky's gonna have a lot
Under
of cleaning up
protest.
to do.
Yes, you will.
usually 7-Up. I don't know why. Sprite doesn't do it. Sierra Mist is horrible. Use 7-Up when you're making them.
But this will get us close, right?
This will get us close enough for tonight's purposes. I'm gonna get that nice color in there now.
So old fashions. Every time I talk about having an old fashioned, I get looked at like, "Are you old?"
I
But these are
tend to,
really good.
And if
Forward
you now
cherry
are
juice.
old,
I now am old. Yes, birthday last weekend.
And then you garnish it with the traditional
Orange
cherry.
and cherry.
oh,
there you go.
That one's just coming right over the top.
This
Brandy
is one
old-fashioned.
made for me.
So where are we starting? We're gonna start with the
Start with the brandy ones.
brandy old fashions. All right,
Yep.
here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
We have a lot of drinking to do
I've
once the show's
never
over.
had an old fashioned of any kind.
Give us
Never.
a little stir.
I've never had a bourbon
These
old
have been
fashioned, but
sitting for a little while, so hopefully they didn't get watered down.
smooth.
You know, it's really good.
They are really good. People underestimate how
He looks
good
like
these drinks
surprised.
are. So I also recommend,
offended?
in addition to buying all of your ingredients
The problem with these is
Antioch
you-
Fine Wine, continue north
Yeah,
to
I don't
Racine.
taste the liquor at all.
No.
And that's the problem. You can drink about 10 or 12 of these, and then you...
Do you know
We've
what
done
really
that.
makes this? The Sprite.
So it is.
And I don't really like soda, but there's no carbonation in here.
Goes good on a Friday fish fry in Wisconsin.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean I like it a lot.
very enjoyable.
I would drink this.
Very enjoyable. I do drink those 6 on occasion at a time.
All right, so this is the
Bourbon.
Reback.
Yes, this is
The
a
Reback.
bourbon old fashioned.
So what should be the difference between what you just tasted? What should we expect out of
Can I
this?
mix mine up a little bit? before we got.
What should we expect out of? You just tasted the brandy one. What should we expect out of the bourbon
This
one?
is a little stronger because I've poured a lot of bourbon in it.
That bourbon bottle was almost full when we started.
So you should expect an inability to drive for starters. It's just it's probably a little stronger. It doesn't have Sprite.
Wow,
And it's stronger.
stronger but still
It is
good.
stronger, but
But it's, that's more of the traditional.
I
These
could not.
actually-
I could not drink as many of these as I could of these.
I could gulp these all night long. the
'Cause
brandy?
this is just.
Because you're girly boys, but this is a drink for men.
The drink actually originated in the Kentucky area and was made with bourbon to begin with. And
Yeah.
it's arguably the first drink to be called a cocktail.
All right, so I think it's time to close the show because I'm aging even as we sit
You
here.
are, and we have drinks to drink.
And we have
Yes.
drinks to drink. I think.
And muddles, and things to muddle.
I think we need to take a quick vote. Who votes brandy?
Brandy.
Who votes bourbon? Sorry,
Shocking.
we didn't win this one, but I think it's just. I think it's this
Because
one's,
you poured triple the amount of bourbon that's supposed to go into these drinks.
But you know what? If you joined us 20 minutes from now, everyone would be voting bourbon.
On that note,
Yeah.
all right. On that
Everyone
note,
raise their glasses.
everyone have a great holiday season, a happy New Year, and we'll see you on the other
Side,
side.
and we are
Drinking in the basement.